Hello you, welcome to Geekism and welcome back to Jurassic World Evolution and Isla Nublar as Sandbox mode. Unlimited money, limited creativity. We are trying our best to make a cool looking park here in Jurassic World and doing pretty good. I think what we've done so far has turned out pretty well. If you enjoy this video, please let me know by clicking the like button, and if you're new here and you'd like to see lots more creative gaming for grown-ups, all you have to do is click subscribe. So today what we're doing, working on this final area here, which is going to be a Carnival Zone, I guess, for want of a better word. We're going to have 3 larger pens that are going to house some of the various carnivores in the game. In this episode, we do the Ceratosaurus and the T-Rex, and I think I'm going to leave the last one up to you guys. You can decide what goes in the final one. Bear in mind, we don't have all the dinos unlocked just yet. We're still working through collecting those on our Let's Play series. But I was thinking, originally I thought maybe something like some Velociraptors, but you know, we could maybe look at doing one of the crazy ones, what they call like Indoraptor or one of those, I don't know. Like I say, we still haven't found those in the main game, but one thing I really wanted to do was have this large sort of viewing area plaza, so the path sort of comes in and opens out onto these, and then the fences, the actual sort of containment areas are built around this area. That was kind of my thinking behind this, because what we've done so far really is kind of built the enclosures and then kind of work the path up to them, but really probably when you're designing something like this it would actually work the other way around. It would probably work a bit of both, but I think here what I wanted to do was have the guest facing area sorted first and then sort of work around that. So the other thing I really wanted to do was use the sort of natural terrain a bit more here and keep it not so much flat as we have in other areas. Kind of treat these carnivores with a little bit more respect. You know, that you've got to bear in mind that these guys, if they kick off, they're going to kick off quite badly. So we're going to give them lots of spaces they can go and hide. I just noticed there was a little flicker on the screen there. I try my best to remove those, and I know a few people commented in the last video about them. What it is, when I'm recording a video like this, so not a let's play, something where I'm just sort of playing and recording the footage to record the voiceover afterwards, I often have something on to watch myself. I have 2 monitors, so in the one I'll have the game, and on the other one I'll have something like YouTube open or whatever to kind of have something just in the background, watching some of my sort of favourite YouTubers like Mass Bandit and Delay Designer and people like that. But occasionally, for some weird reason, when YouTube shows an advert, OBS, which is the recording software I use, just like jumps over to it for a millisecond and jumps back again, and I can't find any settings that would suggest that it does it. I don't know why it does it. I can only assume that for some reason the advert makes the sort of screen refresh or something, or I don't know, I'm not that technical with it all, and it does that, and then obviously it's a millisecond, and then with this footage being sped up, it's even less of a millisecond, so sometimes I just don't notice them, to be honest. I think I did notice that one then though, but please don't think it's me trying to do sort of subliminal advertising or anything like that. It's for some reason the adverts that pop up when I'm watching YouTube to show themselves. It's so weird. I've never heard, I can't find anything online about it because nobody else seems to have the problem, so yeah, I just don't know. Anyway, let's talk about what's happening here. I'm putting in some fence work, and I really wanted that sort of big concrete circle that we've recently unlocked the concrete by working our way through Isla Penna in the Let's Play series, and I really thought this idea of a dual fence would work quite well here. So obviously, as far as the game's concerned, it doesn't really help, and in fact, once it gets out of the way of the guests there, we just chop it off, so it's more for looks than anything else. But I kind of like the idea of having this having the concrete, because the concrete's quite bland and quite sterile, and I thought, you know, we'll have a bit of the electric fencing in front of it, and maybe a little bit for show, to be honest, and to kind of create a bit of variation for the guests. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing here, going around and just sort of adding it in. You have to kind of work up to the viewing stations there. They have a snapping point, but you can only have one thing snapped to them, unfortunately, so we do that and then bring it all down. Now all this that I'm doing here goes away in a moment, because one thing I've completely forgot that I wanted to do was have our 3rd monorail station here, which is pretty much going exactly where we are here now. So this fence is going to change in a little while. But here we go. So we've got our main area here then, and we need some more power. I've also left a space ready for that, which is down here by our Storm Zone and the second Hammond Creations area and things like that. One thing I'm not sure... No, we did places. I was just thinking if we put the security building down somewhere, it could probably go over here. But yeah, I think we have put it down. Moving these pylons in, they're a little bit of a temporary thing. I want to go over all the pylons. I want to go over the whole electricity grid, to be honest with you, and try and do it a little bit better, because they are a bit of an eyesore, the pylons. So I do want to go back and do that. Planting wise then, just kind of covering up the fence a little bit in some places, especially around the edge of the park. Unfortunately I couldn't do that because we got that water in, but I didn't mind that too much. But I definitely wanted to try as best as I can sort of make it blend in a little. Joining up the power there and sticking in some output increases. I always forget to do this in the Let's Play series. I need a few people have pointed that out in this recent video that I need to do that. Look at that. That looks so good on the map there, that sort of circular zone that sort of feeds into this area. So the next thing I wanted to do is have these split up, like I say, into 3. And again, I thought this double fence worked quite nicely as a sort of, they would get a little bit wound up if they could see the dinos and things like that. Unfortunately, it doesn't quite work out because I completely forget, and I've done this before, I completely forget that the things need gates in them so that they can be fed. So the triple wall doesn't quite work very well with the gate system. The gates get a little bit funky, so what you have to do, we go back and just get rid of the concrete, and then they have a double wall system, and that works with the gates, so it's kind of like an airlock almost, actually works out relatively well. Having to move this substation here just so it misses a little bit of the fence, doesn't quite touch a little bit of the fence, so literally just dragging it a little bit closer there so that it covers all of that electric fence up there, and it actually works and does what it's supposed to do. And then here we go, figuring out that, we need a monorail station down here. So we've got 3 monorail stations there. One is kind of like at the main area, the main entrance area, the main street area. And then we have one over by the hotels. And then we have one here over by I don't know what we're going to call it really, the Carnivore Zone or something like that. And the main reason I wanted one up here is because this is a bit of a dead end otherwise. This path is not going to link up to the main street from over there, because as you can see a path pretty much there where we're working on the monorail. That is a staff only path, that one. That takes them over to the first Hammond Creation Centre and a few other staff buildings. So that is going to be a backstage area. So if you want to get over here, you're either got a relatively long walk past the herbivore zone, or you can jump on the monorail and have a nice sort of leisurely look around the park. A monorail actually increases dino viewability as well, which is pretty good. Although after doing all this, even with the carnivores in place and happy and everything, I still don't think we hit 3 stars on this island, so I'm not too sure what to do about that really. Not that we have to, it doesn't unlock anything, I don't think. It certainly doesn't unlock another island. This is the sort of last one of the series. So I don't know really. And also, that brings me on to my next point. I would like to know what you want me to do with this next really, because we've kind of used all the space. I'm not interested really in starting all over again. But I could maybe do one more episode where I implement some of your suggestions. So if you've got some ideas of maybe some slight changes to make, or maybe using like I said in the last one, the herbivore safari is a little big, so maybe repurposing some of that space, some suggestions would be really good. Maybe if you know a little bit more about the dinosaurs and what would be quite interesting mixes of the dinosaurs, let me know that as well. But like I say, bear in mind we don't have all of them unlocked yet. We're playing this alongside the Let's Play series, so really, I think one more episode here where we sort of come in and make a few changes based on your suggestions would be pretty good. Obviously, if you're still enjoying the Jurassic World content, make sure you check out our Let's Play series. I'll be playing that until I've got at least 3 stars on each island. I think that'll probably do me, to be honest with you. So we've probably got a few more episodes there, and then hopefully we'll move on to something else that's cool and creative. So yeah, looking forward to seeing what's next really for the channel. Obviously, we have Planco, that's our sort of staple. We go there once or twice a week into Planet Coaster, but then the rest of the days it's kind of whatever's new and hot and fun to play in a creative manner. So looking forward to opening up some stuff. If nothing really jumps along, we'll look at going back to some of our older series, that sort of filler series, things like the movies and Parkitect and what's the other one we play, Kerbal and things like that. Yeah, so Look at this poor dino, he's about to get knocked out. And one more hit, I think. Bingo, there we go. So that's the T-Rex going in. And the Ceratosaurus have gone in as well. Again, give them lots of coverage, lots of places they can go and hide, lots of space they can move away from the sort of the main viewer area, but we want to make sure the food is up there so that they're getting some decent views at least at some point here. I'm watching the poor T-Rex get pulled over there. Bless her. She's I think I called him a him then. Do apologise. She's doing a great job. So this closest pen here, as you look at the 3 pens, is still empty. So suggestions on a postcard, please. What you would like to see going in there? Some sort of carnivore. So I think the only ones we've got unlocked are the smaller ones, like the Velociraptor, the Dilophosauruses. And the other one, I forget what the other smaller one is called. So, yeah, suggestions, please, what you would like to see in there. And just cleaning up some of the dead dinos, unfortunately, that we've lost. There we go. T-Rex is off and loving her new home. So there we go. There's the Ceratosaurus chilling out there with the viewing platform behind her, happily having a little wade through the water. And then next up, you can have a little look at the viewing area for the T-Rex. One thing I love is I spent about 10 minutes trying to get a video of the T-Rex doing something, and she just wouldn't come out. It reminded me of that first film so much. You know, the old, you're going to have any dinosaurs on your dinosaur tour? made me have a giggle. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, you can give us a like. It really does help out the channel. And if you're not already, don't forget to subscribe. Any thoughts, queries, or suggestions, you can pop them down in the comments. Fancy a chat, you can find me on Twitter. I'm at John T. Sparrow. If you'd like to join in with the Geekism community, you can do so over on our Geekism Discord server. You'll find the link in the description. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.